Hi all, in this video I will teach you some problems based on splitting of Poisson process. Consider n of t as a Poisson process with a rate lambda. Then each n of t can be classified into other arrivals as either type 1 arrival with probability p or type 2 arrival with probability q. Let n1 of t and n2 of t will count the number of type 1 and type 2 arrivals. Then both these will be a Poisson process with the rate lambda p and lambda q respectively. Now I will explain with the help of a figure. Now this is a Poisson process n of t with arrival rate lambda. Each Poisson process is now classified into two different types. This is the number of arrivals of type 1 and this is the number of arrivals in type 2. Each has probability p and q. The number of arrivals of type A will be a Poisson process with arrival rate lambda a, which can be found out by multiplying lambda and p. The number of arrivals of type 2 will have the arrival rate lambda b, and which can be computed by multiplying this lambda and q. Now consider this problem. A gas station is located next to a fast food restaurant along a highway. Cars arrive at the restaurant according to a Poisson process at an average rate of 12 per hour. Independently of other cars, each car that stops at a restaurant will go to refuel at the gas station before going back to the highway with probability 0.25. What is the probability that exactly 10 cars have been refueled at gas station within a particular 2-hour period? Now let us go back to the diagram. Now think this as a restaurant and this as a gas station, and here the cars are not stopping at the gas station. So most of the cars which arrive at the restaurant will go for the refueling at the gas station with probability 0.25, and not stopping at the gas station will have the probability 0.75. Okay. Now we have to find the probability that exactly 10 cars have been refueled at the gas station within a particular 2-hour period. Once we understand what is the probability distribution, we can compute this probability by putting n equal to 10 and t is equal to 2-hour period. So here lambda is given 12 per hour, p is given 0.25, and you know q is nothing but 0.75, but we don't need that because we have to find the probability of the cars arriving at the gas station. So therefore no need to find out q. So according to splitting of Poisson process, lambda g can be computed by multiplying lambda into p, which is 3 cars per hour. Now here if k will count the number of cars that will arrive at the gas station within 2 hours, so here you have to take k is equal to 10, because we have to find the probability that 10 cars have arrived at the gas station within 2 hours period. So put k equal to 10 and t is equal to 2 hours in this formula, n of t equal to n e raised to minus lambda t raised to n by n factorial. So in this you can put, we know lambda g is 3, we know t is 2, and n is equal to 10. After substituting we get the probability. Problem 2. A radioactive source emits particles at a rate of 5 per minute in accordance with Poisson process. Each particle emitted has a probability of 0.6 of being recorded by a device. Find the probability that 10 particles are recorded in a 4-minute period. On an average, how many particles go unrecorded in a 1-hour period? What is the expected time until the 10th particle is recorded? So here we know that a source is being a source emits particles and some of the particles are being recorded and some of the particles are not being recorded. Okay, so each particle being recorded has probability 0.6. So not being recorded has probability 0.4. Now let us consider splitting of Poisson process to find the required probability of the following questions. So let us take n of t as the number of particles being emitted. N1 of t will count the number of particles which is recorded. N2 of t will count the number of particles which is not recorded. So here we have type 1 arrivals and type 2 arrivals. Okay, and lambda we know it is 5 per minute. The number of particles being recorded has probability 0.6 and the number of particles which is not being recorded has probability 0.4, and n1 of t rate can be computed by multiplying lambda into p. N2 of t can be found out the rate being lambda into q. So this is 3 per minute and this is 2 per minute. Let us go back to the question. Find the probability that 10 particles are recorded. So here we have to see the type 1 arrivals. Okay, that is the particles being recorded and it has the rate of 3. We know we have to take n equal to 10 and we have to take lambda 1 type 1 arrival and it is 3 and the time period is 4 minutes. So put t is equal to 4, n equal to 10 and lambda 1 equal to 3. We get our answer. Second question is, on an average how many particles go unrecorded? So here we have to look out for the Poisson process of type 2 arrivals. In an 1 hour period, we know that each Poisson process has expectation lambda into t. Since here t is 1 hour, we have to convert in terms of minutes because lambda is also in terms of minutes. So t is equal to 60 minutes. Multiply lambda into t. Because it is type 2 arrival, you have to multiply lambda 2 into t. You know what is lambda 2? It is 2. 2 into 60 is 120. What is the expected time until the 10th particle is recorded? Now let us calculate the inter-arrival time Tn as the arrival time between n minus 1th and nth particle recorded. The question is being recorded. Okay, so Tn is the waiting time and you know inter-arrival time will follow exponential distribution with mean 1 by lambda and with parameter lambda. So here this is a type 1 arrival and the parameter is lambda 1 equal to 3. Therefore expectation of Tn will be 1 by lambda 1, so 1 by 3. Now let t be the expected time until the 10th particle is recorded. So you have to add all the inter-arrival times up to 10th t10. So t1, t2, etc. up to t10. You know what is t10? T10 denotes the time between the 9th arrival and the 10th arrival of the particle being recorded. So if you add all these, we get the time until the 10th particle is recorded, and we have to find the expectation of this time. That means you can add all these, you know each has the same distribution, therefore 1 by 3, 1 by 3, if you add all 10 times we get 10 by 3 minute. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.